Great day, parents and scholars. We're continuing to work on area and perimeter in our unit of multiplication and division. So let's get started. So first I have a rectangle here. And we want to go over and review again our formula for perimeter. So perimeter, that's the outside, that's the frame, that's the railing, that's the around, that's the fencing of an object. So with perimeter, we have a formula where we can do side plus side plus side plus side. And that's literally adding up all the sides of the figure. Or we could also do perimeter equals length plus width plus width. And I always tell my scholars, you know, the difference between length and width is the length is the longer side. But if it's something like a square where all sides are congruent, then it'll be the top or bottom times the side, okay? So perimeter is side plus side plus side plus side, or length plus width plus width. And we know that area equals length times width, okay? So on this figure here, I'm going to give it a width, or it's 8 inches wide, or width, and I'm going to give it 14 inches long, okay? And we want to find the area and perimeter of this rectangle. First thing we want to do is we want to find the perimeter, and we know by our formula that we're going to do the top and bottom, the long sides, and the 2 short sides. So if the bottom is 14, the top is also 14, because on a rectangle, opposite sides are congruent. And we learned that congruent means same or equal. So 14 times 2 is 28, plus, if this side is 8, that means the other side is also 8 inches. And we know 8 plus 8 is 16. And we're going to add that up to find the perimeter, the area around the frame, the railing. So that is 14 plus 1, 44. So the perimeter for this shape is 44. So I'm going to put P equals our 44. Now I'm going to do area. Area equals length times width. Let me move it up some. Okay? So we don't know the area yet. That's what we're looking for. But we know the length, or it's 14 inches long. And we know the width is 8, or 8 inches wide. And then we're going to multiply that to find what our area is. So area equals, let's do our 14 times 8. 8 times 4 is 32. So 2 goes here, plus 3 goes over to the 10 column. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 3 is 11. So we have 112 is our area. So 112 square inches. Okay. Next, we're going to go to another problem from our homework, and it reads, Luke makes a rectangular blanket. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to draw. This is part of my drawing process. I'm drawing that shape, the rectangle. So Luke makes a rectangular blanket that is 2 times as long as it is wide. The blanket is 4 feet wide. So the blanket is 4 feet wide, or that's the width, that's the shorter part, right? So 4 feet. Opposite sides are congruent, so the right side is 4 feet, the left side is also 4 feet. Now let's look and see if we can determine what our length is, or how long the blanket is. Luke makes a rectangular blanket that is 2 times as long as it is wide. So we know it's 4 feet wide. So if it's 2 times as long, we're going to do 4 times 2, and that makes it 8 feet long, or the length is 8 feet. Okay? Now over here, it says, what is the length? The length of that missing side is 8 feet. Okay? It wants to know the area. So the area, we do the length times width. The length is 8 times 4, which is the width. Area equals 32. So we know our area is 32 square feet. Notice when it's always area, it's square feet. Or square inches, it's squared. Okay, perimeter, we're going to add up all of the sides, side plus side plus side plus side, or length plus width plus width. So we know 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 4 plus 4 is 8. That's 14. 24. Oops, not perimeter. 32 is the square feet. Sorry. And the perimeter is 24 feet. Okay? Because for the most part, the scholars, they understand area. Perimeter is where we're surprisingly having a problem with, and that's just adding up all the sides. Okay, so now let's go here. And this is about Pablo. Pablo draws a picture that has an area of 180. Okay? So I'm going to do a rectangle. Area of 108 square inches. So I'm going to put that inside, because I know area goes inside. It's always squared as well. And the picture is 9 inches wide. So this is the width, 9 inches. And so we're left to figure out what the length is. How long is it? Okay? So we know area equals length times width, because that's what they gave us. Okay? And we don't know perimeter yet. So they gave us area, so we got to use what we know about area to find our length. So area it gave us was 108 equals. Do we know the length? No. So I'm going to put, we can leave it an L if we want to, because it's still lowercase. We can leave it an L because we don't know, it's unknown, times our width, which is our W, and that's 9. So 108 equals L times 9. So 9 times what number gives us 108? One thing we can do our multiples of 9. That's an option. We can divide 9 into 108. That's an option. Okay, so let's do both of them. We've been working on division, and let's tackle this. Okay, we're going to do our multiples of 9 here. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90, 99, 108. Okay, so I cannot pass 1. That's not possible because it starts on 9. So I'm going to do what? You said an automatic 0. Move that 1 over because we still have to use it. Now it's 10. We cannot pass 10. Where can we stop at on our multiples? On 9. How many did we go down on our multiples? We went down 1. And 10 in the number with the dot. Are they the same number? They are not, so we have to subtract. Because they are different, we must subtract. And 10 minus 9 is 1. Okay, now we're going to draw an arrow. And now we have 18. We cannot pass 18. So I'm going to stop here on 18. How many did we go down? We went down 2 multiples. Is 18 and the number with the dot the same number? It is, so we leave it alone. Now we must check. Checking is part of division. You cannot just get an answer and say, oh, my answer is 12. You must absolutely check it. So we're going to write check, and we're going to take our quotient, which is 12, multiply it times our divisor, which is 9. And if we get 108, that lets us know that our quotient of 12 is correct. Okay, 9 times 2 is 18. A here, plus 1. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 2 is 10. 108. So that means L is 12. So that means the length is 12 inches on both. Okay, so over here the length is 12 inches, and the perimeter is do what? We add up all the sides. Remember, side plus side plus side plus side, or length plus width plus width. Okay, so we have 12 plus 12, we know that's 24. 9 plus 9, we know that is 18. 8 plus 4 is 12. Put a plus 1. 2 plus 2, 4. So the perimeter is 42 inches. And this is how we would attack using our area and perimeter. You see how we graduated quickly from them learning area and perimeter in 3rd grade, how we build on it in 4th grade. Now that you know, they should know the distinction between area and perimeter. Then we give it in word problem form. The key is they must draw the shape and label the size. It will make it so much simpler. Okay? So for the night's homework, they have 1 through 3, and then they also have 5 through 6. Okay? And those scholars who are just flying through this, it may be a couple, feel free to let them finish the pack. The extra work or whatever will not hurt at all. Okay? Have a great day.